With all the cabinet pieces at Other Ocean, it's time for final assembly.
For the first time, we get to see the game running in the cabinet, see if the controls work and the lights, and see it all come together.
I can't believe
There you go. See you guys later.
So you guys have not seen this yet.
No.
Not just some pictures,
So
right?
we spent a couple days painting this, and I think it turned out great. I mean, Sean had them color match the T-molding to the paint, which you can't even see, right? It blends perfectly.
Nice, yeah. I wouldn't have noticed until you told me.
We've already dinged it up, but we'll do some touch up before.
I love it. It's real sci-fi. It's been used.
Yeah, it's so we've shown this before, but these slot together. They flat pack, so we can kind of transport them easily, and they even bolt to each other, so they're like a nice little bundle. So
Nice.
But then we got this is our electronics hub. So we're gonna put this on then, but it's gonna house all our stuff. So we got our amps in here. We got our car subwoofer that just mounts mounts in the bottom here.
It's
so
basically the best custom PC case ever made, I think.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We installed a few cooling fans. We can add more if we think we need it. And
insane.
we have access hatches. So I added these guys. It's not now this isn't arcade ready per se, but these just come on and off. There's two of them, so we can get the stuff.
Let me see that.
This is cool. This is I found these cool little latches that self-adjust.
Ah, cool.
So
That is awesome.
You can make them as tight or loose as you need.
Where did you find these grills?
Yeah, the grills are amazing.
McMaster Car, the greatest catalog ever made. But all the hardware, the funky latch and the grills and everything is just all industrial stuff.
This is so Star Trek. I love it.
Definitely.
This belongs on the set.
Definitely even the color palette, the grays and reds and blacks all kind of...
And they work as exhaust. So there's exhaust fans on two of them.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it
That's
actually
awesome.
does suck the heat out.
And these are going to be our divider fins that actually support the consoles and everything. So we got the main hub there.
And here is your panel.
It's remarkable.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you designed this.
I did.
Yeah, this
actually,
is fantastic, Mike.
I really wanted to go after the late 70s Atari aesthetic, in a hard way, and it was just like using the Micronaut style font and everything like that. Which
I picked that out immediately.
No, that's amazing.
this is awesome because this looks like a Night Driver sort of design that belongs on fiberglass and all that kind of stuff.
It screams early 80s.
This is great.
And so you had designed with a color splash up there. So I printed out these
that's awesome.
vinyl decals that will actually adhere to the actual wood beneath
that is
the
great.
plastic.
So now we can actually have people go to their color and recognize it right away.
Exactly.
Which is cool because like we have this as the physical color and everything like that, and we're gonna have, of course, like LEDs and all this stuff to help denote all that stuff too. This is awesome.
But all these could then be the same, and we've made a couple extra just in case.
How did you do this? Like this blows my mind. Like check that out.
Yeah.
It's
awesome. So you worked up the artwork, and then we just asked that you send it over in vector form, which lends itself to laser cutting, and then it's just a raster. So you basically send it over as a solid infill, and then we did it on the back is the trick. So we actually etched them upside down. So I had to flip the artwork you gave me. But that makes it turn out really clean, and it's nice and smooth on the top.
that is
that's
awesome. So this sits on black. It sits on black.
Yep.
And then we have that color in here, and there's 6 of these that go around. Wow. This is really
And what
cool.
are the game instructions?
The game instructions are deflect balls away from starship, destroy enemy shields, and shoot exposed enemy. I want to keep it as simple like the original Pong had on it. It's it works out great. How to play. That's all you need to know.
I love
That's
it.
all you need to know.
Easy to learn, hard to master.
Yeah. So we can slip the hub on if you want.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's do that.
So the idea is that these are pretty loose, right?
Yeah.
And this is what locks it all together. So it's a little fiddly. So as you go, you just kind of have to line up all the legs in the slots.
It's a lot easier with 4 people.
It is.
You said this was easy, right? That's There we go.
There it is. There.
You just hit that point where it just falls.
Yeah.
Then it decides to do it.
Well, we didn't account for the 5 layers of paint. That's right.
It's actually true.
So once this goes on, then this is relatively rigid.
Yeah,
and
check it out.
the top will just slot on. And as of right now, just friction fits. At some point, we may add some extra brackets, but I don't know if we need it.
I think you'll find it's pretty sturdy.
Yeah. I mean, it already is. This is fantastic.
Yeah. Now, all the weight's supported by this.
Yeah.
So this holds the top panel as well.
That's awesome.
This just
is
keeps
resting.
it from wiggling.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Yeah.
So we've actually never
this is
seen
amazing.
this working, like fully assembled.
Nope.
And today is the day.
I'm so excited.
It will work,
It's been
right?
a long time coming, man.
It's
all worked in its separate pieces. I don't see why not. Right? Exactly. So we're gonna putt around and get this put together, and then we can get the computer put in and do a test run and get the TV aligned and all that stuff.
Excellent.
So,
Sounds great.
Yeah, we're doing some last minute little fixes to make sure that anything that comes up hopefully will be addressed in the software when we put it all together. So,
Awesome.
Yeah.
it should be pretty good.
And we are 2 weeks away from California Extreme.
What could go wrong? We've never tested it. We don't really have any idea of like if this thing can even last for 2 hours. So let's see what happens.
Right. You guys are used to 2-week crunch periods, right?
Yeah, that's actually
Unfortunately.
unfortunately it's pretty true.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
It's a long process of this is looking rad. This is looking. So power supply.
From a computer.
You had the idea to use this one from an old experiment you did at Tested.
Yeah, we built it was technically a non-functioning computer.
Great.
But we bought a power supply just to power the fans because we were doing smoke tests through it.
Oh, funny. So we needed something that would give 5 volts for the LEDs and 12 volts for everything else. The sound, the subwoofer, the amplifiers, and the computer. PC power supplies are perfect for that.
Yeah.
They do both 5 and 12. They give a ton of current. And they take a nice little AC jack here. So, it's the perfect solution. You wouldn't think of a PC power supply for doing anything but powering a PC, but I guess we kind of made a PC.
This is amazing.
It's amazing.
I can't even believe it looks this good.
I can't believe the colors synced up, and this is already successful.
Well, there's a million and one things that could have failed, but
Yeah.
the miracle that this is right now, I can't. It's hard
gorgeous.
to put into words.
It's unbelievably good looking.
Like for Kevin and I, like we were a generation behind like the arcade game developers. Like I never thought I'd have a moment where we could actually create something ourselves like this.
It's like
that had such impact.
Yeah.
on us.
It's
It
like,
looks legit.
it's like
It
making
is
a
very
lightsaber,
legit.
isn't
It's
it?
real. It's real.
Yeah.
Look at everything's real. This is real. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
So we think the sound might work. We think the game actually might work with controls. I might be controlling you. I have no idea.
Yeah, well, we'll know when we know.
This
We'll
is the
see what
legitimate
happens.
first run of the game.
Yeah,
Are you guys
absolutely.
ready?
I think we're ready.
Let's do it.
Whatever happens, happens.
Exactly.
We'll just have to respond
All
to
right.
that.
Okay, here we go.
Loading.
Yeah.
rotated.
We're rotated. That's fine.
We can fix
We
that.
can fix that.
We can fix that.
We never discussed that.
So you never know who's going to be pressing what. Are the controls hooked
So
up?
do we want to test
Yeah.
the sounds real quick?
Yeah,
I
wait,
hear
let's hear,
sound. I do
stuff.
hear stuff.
Listen.
So music should come out of everything.
Yeah.
Do we got to crank the volume up? The sound
I don't
card has
have any,
volume on it as
I don't hear
well.
any sound coming out of this one.
Where's that coming from?
Here,
I
this
think it's
has
the woofer.
No, right?
No. Oh, a little bit more.
Yeah, I think
It's coming up.
Is that just the subwoofer?
No, this one's working. It's just kind of low.
Oh, so it's just the two of those.
So that third one didn't do anything. That one's not doing anything. That one's not doing anything.
I got it here. It's low.
What is,
I think this one might be working. I think it's just kind of low.
Well, we'll check out the
We gotta
sounds
fix all that
in
stuff up.
Windows
yeah,
later.
yeah.
but like, can we take a moment to appreciate how amazing this is right now? Because look, I mean,
Does it
even
need to adjust at all? I don't
the
think it needs
screen
to
matched
adjust.
up. Like
Look
we
at,
had,
the
Like it lined
borders
up.
are
there was
pretty...
no coordination
pretty
whatsoever.
Yeah,
on the screen.
that-
It just
that just sorta works.
magically
Yeah.
lined
The
up.
colors didn't line up, but that's easy to change.
That's easy.
We can fix all
That's-
that.
that's
now we got to
super
make sure the
easy.
controls line up and everything like that. We can just rotate everything around if we have
I'm
to.
gonna hit my button.
Do it. Oh, no buttons are working.
Oh,
these
you know
hooked
what? They are hooked up, but I think the firmware might need to be reflashed.
No, we're this close. It's just right there.
If this was a space mission, we'd be dead.
We would be.
All right, so we tweaked some knobs.
Yep.
Got some code changes. The sound appears to be working. There's a weird hum.
Yeah.
There's a hissy thing going on.
Which seems typical for computer sound.
It's always the
Every
sound.
computer I've ever built.
So I might look at a filter for that later this week. Try to see if we can filter some of that out. It's not horrible. It's not like but it's there. We don't want it.
Yeah.
It'll bother us.
Yeah, we know.
But I think at California Extreme, I'm not.
Oh yeah, you won't even
I'm not worried about that.
Okay. Yeah.
Honestly, I think if the sounds of the game kind of boost over that, it doesn't really matter. And California Extreme is so loud that like we're gonna have to do that anyway.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Yeah.
But we got the games, the buttons work, the controls work.
Yeah, I think we're all mapped up to the right colors and everything like that. I think it's good to go.
So are we ready to play a game?
Yeah,
let's try it out.
Round 2.
I am blue.
Move the mouse off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I need to hide that in there.
There we go. There it is.
Yeah.
All right. Now it's not a PC.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's
All right.
That's
do the honors.
All right. I'm gonna fire it in.
Pinky, Mr. Pink.
Yeah, Mr. Pink. Why am I always Mr. Pink? All right. Here we go. The controls are going back. Oh, this is great.
Yeah. Oh god.
Fantastic. Oh man.
It's real.
I'm playing this game on this thing right now. This is so
my
surreal.
God.
I can't even
I'm gonna
tell
be
you.
terrible at this game.
So the rule goes: if I hit it, it turns to my color. And do I get points every time it
You
hits
get
someone
points
else?
for hitting everybody else. So
And if you destroy someone, I think you get a lot more points for that.
But I don't want to hold my button down constantly, just like in Warlords, right?
just like in Warlords, if you hold the button down, you start doing damage to yourself if you hold it too long.
Oh wow, Sean, you're vicious.
This is great.
I love it when a plan comes together.
I love it when a plan comes together. I just want to lean in and watch the action.
So you die when your symbol, your guy gets hit, right?
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh,
Is that my Star-Lord?
That's your Star-Lord. And look over there. The computer guys are little angry Macs, basically.
Oh, that's hilarious! I didn't notice that. Is that a new feature?
Yeah, that's a new feature, and like that means they're computer players, and anybody can join the game over there. So while we're playing, somebody could just hit the button, and they come into the game.
Oh wow!
Now
They become a Star-Lord.
So there's no waiting around if there's some empty spots on the game.
That's great.
It's worth pointing out we don't have the LEDs connected to the game yet, so all the buttons are just flashing, and these are just doing random things. But eventually, hopefully later this week, we'll be able to see what that looks like.
I'm shocked at how well it actually just works right now.
Yeah, it's amazing.
This is, for everybody watching, this is like quite an anomaly in game development to get to this point and actually have something this playable and fun already.
Ooh.
Hey, we took yellow out.
Oh wait, so now there's a new ball. There's another ball.
Yeah, every time you eliminate someone.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Ramps
Can
up.
I catch 2 balls at once?
Nope. So you're going to be deflecting one while you hold the other.
Got it.
Oh man, I just love
I can't even kill green and he's not moving his paddle.
It's hard to appreciate it without being right next to it, but the subwoofer really adds so much to the game.
Yeah,
oh, nice catch.
Just like when you're catching the ball and everything, then you feel that. And Kevin, you hooked this up to you.
Oh, you're out.
That's awesome. You hooked the audio hook today.
I just did. And
so the audio.
Me and you, Kevin.
I was,
That is awesome.
This is awesome.
Good game, gentlemen.
This is amazing.
This is great.
This is amazing.
I'd also it was completely by accident, but this is actually a great standing game.
Yeah,
it is. It's perfect.
It was originally designed for sitting, but because of the angle and everything, it's great.
Because you're gonna hunch over a little bit when you get into it anyway.
Yeah, so
I've noticed like the more I was getting into the game, the more I'm kind of leaning over.
I will just admit it, completely happy accident.
Perfect. Yeah, that's perfect.
This is a game of happy accidents, I think, at this point. Oh, this just feels awesome.
So next stop is California Extreme, right?
Pretty much.
2.5 weeks or 1.5 weeks.
1.5 weeks.
So we have 1.5 weeks for all the fine tuning. So I'm gonna go do a few little mechanical things. You guys are gonna do your thing, and we're gonna figure out the audio problem.
I'm feeling really good about it.
I feel really good already.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice work, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
A lot came together at Other Ocean, but what wasn't maybe entirely clear is that the LEDs that I worked so hard on weren't actually in sync with the game yet. And so I went back after we closed out that shoot, and I went back for what I hoped was a morning. It turned into 2 days.
Yeah, you were miserable.
It was a hard 2 days of my life. It was basically getting everything to work right because Kevin doing most of the low-level programming on the code for the game, needed to communicate with my LEDs and tell them what to do, what effects to play. Is it a kill? Is it a player join? Is it a paddle movement? And all of those things weren't happening right away. Like they would happen, and then a few minutes later, the whole game would freaking crash.
Yeah. And we had some audio issues, some static, and other things not playing the way they should. There's a few kinks.
The main issue with these tech problems coming up at this point is we're days away from California Extreme, and I'm not going to be at California Extreme.
Yeah.
I have had plans for months to go to another arcade-style event to do this pinball competition in Pittsburgh, which is way the freak over the country. So I'm not going to be anywhere near to do tech support. So we got to get these things settled. Thankfully, after a couple days and lots of patience on Kevin and Mike's part, I got it figured out. We got it sorted. We got all the effects working perfectly smooth, 60 frames a second, and I took a big sigh of relief.
So while you were doing all your troubleshooting, I was putting together cheat sheets about what to do if this happened and what startup sequence we should use. And I was also putting together a toolkit with like soldering iron, wire strippers, extra buttons, all that kind of stuff in case anything broke down at California Extreme.
You're building a kit as if things might go wrong, Sean. Not that they would go wrong, but with thousands of people potentially seeing it and playing it just a few days from then, it's best to be prepared.
Gunther Extreme. It's been unveiled. People have been playing it. It seems to be popular.
It's 4 deep at times. Like,
and you may notice we are missing a key player.
I know.
Jeremy.
I know.
What the heck? Jeremy's at a pinball competition. So, but we have Zach.
I'm here.
Zach is back.
I get to fill in for Jeremy.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is mostly the team here. So we had Jeremy's the one missing element here. But like you said, like this is the first time we've actually had it in an environment that's competing with other games as well. So it's worth sharing. And it is holding its own.
Like some fans have been here for like half an hour.
There's a kid over here in the blue shirt who's been here since we unveiled it. He's not left the game. He's really good at it. In fact, he didn't realize we had worked on it. We were sitting there playing it, and he's giving us advice while we're playing the game, which is just awesome.
Amazing. It's so good.
And I want to personally just say like how impressed I am with the finishing job. Last time I saw it, it was a pile of bare wood. You've done such a good job, like turning it into its final product.
And great. Zach, you were a key part in figuring out the modular, like, slotted legs in the hub system, which we ended up leaving it in one piece to move it.
Which is great. I'm so glad that it all fits together. And I couldn't be happier because, like, when you do software for, like, modern consoles and that sort of thing, you don't actually get to see people's faces as they play for the first time. But being here right now and watching people come up and discover it, it's just, like, mind-blowing. And the attract mode, like Jeremy's lights, I think attracts everybody to the game.
It's so good. I love how it looks like like a sci-fi war council. Like it's like we're playing in the.
It is the future. Yeah, this is it.
So I think between definitely the track mode and the cabinet's been standing out. It's good. I'm excited to see how the rest of the day goes.
Good job, everybody. Good job, everybody. High five, everybody.